Yep. Always.
I think I might just stream this part for like an hour or so.
Just this one part?
I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling, or how far we get.
Can't see a thing.
Because this is it's kind of a long part here. We stay here for a while, not doing much. Oh boy, more cutscenes. I'm sure glad they let me save in between the cutscenes.
That's a Guado, right?
Who could it be?
Isn't that Maester
Oh
Seymour?
god, that'd have been dumb of me. I was gonna tweet out that we were streaming.
You can.
No, but I almost posted the link to a YouTube dashboard. So if anybody clicked it, they would have just went to their own YouTube dashboard.
Did you tweet out last time? You streaming?
No.
You're gonna get the big viewers now.
Like Kirk.
Right. Kirk's probably asleep.
People of spirit,
maybe.
I thank you for your generous welcome.
If you're watching the stream, the guy with the blue hair is Seymour.
Oh, yeah, the Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Fused with Riku. From the Riku from Kingdom Hearts, not
X.
Who departed yes.
for the far plane of fortnight past.
He's handsome.
Already know.
Kind of
He
does
has
look like
been
handsome.
officially ordained a Maester of Yevon.
I am Seymour.
It's like if Ansem possessed Sephiroth, which would be effing terrifying.
Yeah. So he's important because
My father Jiskel worked to foster
he's
friendship
like
between man and Guado.
kind of like a diplomat because he's
I
half
vow
man, half Guado,
Carry
which is
on
like a
his
different
legacy
race.
and to fulfill my
Whoa, you can't
duties
say
as
that.
Maester to the best
That's
of
their
my
word.
abilities.
And it's important because he's like the first, he's like the youngest, like new elder, in like a long time.
If he trips, will his hair stab into his throat and kill him?
Probably. I'm sure somebody put a wiki on it.
Really psychs you up, yeah? All right, last meeting before
He seems
the
like a
match.
fairly nice
Let's
guy.
go.
He's pretty nice.
Sure, nothing's gonna go bad from, well, how games work.
Nope. Have I dropped any frames yet? I've dropped 73.
Oh, dude, he's in love with Yuna. Yeah, she does have two different color eyes. You're absolutely right.
I told you.
I never realized it.
Man, now we get to play Blitzball.
What do I know? I only beat X2. How would I have noticed?
Where's Waka?
You never see her eyes. It's always her like back of her head. Or it's her singing, so naturally they look at where the camera always looks when people sing. The breasts and
see
butt.
even less of her in this game, though.
Yeah, but at least they show her face in this one.
Not just her breasticles.
Yeah, not just her her chesticles and her breasticles and her vesticles.
We're playing the Albed Sykes first. If we win, we're in the finals. That's right, we got seeded. 2 wins, and we're the champions.
This never made sense to me. They only have to win twice to become the
First things
champions.
first. Let's go over the
Well, they've won
basics
every other
again,
game.
boys.
No, they're the worst team on the league.
There's only 2 teams. if we win 2 of the 3
It's best
matches,
2
we
out
win.
of 3, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's because they also have a losers bracket.
Think of it like this. They're Shanghai.
Oh God. In Overwatch, I'm hoping, because it just beat zeros across the board. Yeah, so all they have to do is beat Seoul.
There you are.
So Haru Seoul. If they beat Haru Seoul in a wrestling match, they'll take Overwatch.
Well then, Titus is like
They'll-
ethnically Asian, right?
Let's go find
So it
him.
could be.
They'll win the $15,823 they need to pay for the operation. Oh, what? Is he ethnically Asian?
I don't know.
Is he a raisin?
In the I think I said this before, but in the PS2 version, Like in the regular version, he just looks like a
Come
white
back
guy,
quick, yeah?
and
Yeah.
then in like pre-renders,
Hey,
he
I'll be
looks like
back.
kind of Brazilian,
Yeah, okay.
and then like close-ups in the pre-renders, he kind of looks Asian.
Hey, Wonka.
See, if I had to refer to him as anything, besides the fact he has blonde hair, because blonde hair means white person.
Okay.
Could be
because
dyed, could be bleached.
Just breathe. Yeah.
No, it doesn't exist. If I actually had to make a guess on what I would say he is, I would say he's like Islander.
Yeah, I think that's what they're supposed. I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah, because he's not quite Polynesian.
He's a
But he's
white.
kind
He's a
of-
white guy Islander. He's like those. He's like the white people who say they're Hawaiian, but they're just white people.
So actually, I had this class at my university was
Let's go now.
like the big one of the ones you have to have to graduate was actually history of like our Polynesian history, which was actually a really awesome class. But the guy was from Hawaii. He and his his family is Polynesian. He's got like Maori ancestry and all this other cool stuff. He looks exceptionally white. Luckily, he doesn't really burn, but he definitely looks exceptionally white. He's a really cool dude though, and I learned all kinds of neat stuff in that class.
Sounds like
He brought in all kinds of food and specialty things. All garbage, by the way, but it was still cool. It's one of those things like what's that Australian dish that
Vegemite?
Australians always want to? Yeah, stuff like that. Whereas he kind of described it as it's a taste you learn.
It is. There are certain foods that
Acquired.
I've liked more as now
And as for
than
the
I was as a
first
kid.
game, may the best team
Yeah, it's
win.
acquired tastes, but since I can't taste, I just don't want it.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, since I mean I physically can't taste for anybody that sees the stream.
Anybody who's actually watching.
But anyway, yeah, I'd say he's not quite like Polynesian Pacific Islander, but I would say Islander because he's got like a tan going on, but he's not, dark.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
right.
like a tan surfer. Not to be confused with the Silver Surfer. This is his lesser known brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, his cousin. This is his cousin he doesn't talk about.
Right.
The tan surfer.
Oh, so we're so apparently there's a rumor that Sir Orin is in town. So we're looking for him.
If you say his one full thing, his name's Soren.
Sorin, yeah. But yeah, we're looking for Orin, and Yuna's a big celebrity because she's a summoner.
All right, we're looking for Oreos,
I'm sorry.
and
Please let me through.
we're looking for Oreos and celebrities.
Hey, let's go.
I don't know if you're watching the stream or not.
I am. I'm seeing the big blue cat man by Yuna. I think I found them.
Really famous.
Maybe I'll play till we get to the laugh scene.
So who is your favorite character in
I hope we
this?
don't get separated.
Also, Titus has his shirt on inside out because I saw the tag.
No, it's on his hoodie.
What was that?
Yeah, he's got it inside out. But yeah, so who?
Probably Orin, I think.
In Xanarkin,
Is it
we
because
did
he's such an
zero
edgelord?
players.
He's not really an edgelord. I just like him. He's a cool character.
Is it because he looks like his arm is broken and in a cast?
No, I thought it was broken for the longest time.
Put your
Yeah, it's like his
finger
arm's in
your
a
arm
sling.
like death.
I like Waka just because he's like.
Uh-uh.
I like his design a lot.
Got this.
Yeah, John DiMaggio is pretty cool.
Then you just blow.
That's fair.
It's not working.
I mean,
Practice.
also literally because boobs.
Okay.
Hey, use that. if
There's a
you
lot of
get
boobs in this game, though.
Then I'll come
Nah, but
running,
she got the biggest
okay?
boobs.
So?
Well, guess we should just stick together then.
That means they're the best.
Until you can do it.
Oh, I'm a
Yes,
I'm a
sir.
one size fits all kind of guy.
If it fits, it sits.
If it fits, they're tits. No, but no, I think my favorite's probably Yuna. I don't really
She's
like
really
her much
different.
in this game.
Yeah, she's really different in this game.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never really cared for you
This
that much
is a pretty
altogether,
big
but
town.
I do like her in
Is
the
second
second half of this
largest
game
city
because
in
I feel like
Spira.
she's more natural. Like the
I
actor.
thought
is a
every
lot
town
better
was
by the
little.
time
You know, like
they get to the
Besaid
end.
and Kilika.
I like Riku.
Riku's cool.
Town Villains don't
Riku's cool
usually
next
get
too.
bigger than that.
But they really decided to focus on one part of Riku in X2.
Because when a lot of
She's
people
not.
start
She's not even
together-
legal.
Yeah, but it's the Japanese game.
She. Well,
What about
even in this
Luca?
game,
It's
she's
safe
not legal.
here?
Yeah, I know, but it's a Japanese
It's
game.
not any
No,
different,
like even by
but the
Japanese
stadium
standards.
is here.
Yeah, I know, but it's a Japanese
Crusaders
game.
fight to
You know,
protect it
the inventors
with
of the
all their
lolly, the
strength.
character who is purposefully
Protect the
underage.
stadium?
Yeah.
Blitzball is really the only
I think I got my
entertainment that
first
we
taste
have.
of like feeling old.
Spear
was
is a
playing
little
this game
short
and then
on fun these
realizing
days.
I was older than the character.
Talk about pressure.
Yeah.
Because Titus
right.
is 17,
Yeah.
and then I played it
Is
when I was like
Xanakin
18.
like this
Oh.
I was
too?
like, oh shit.
Good night.
What the fuck?
He's like,
Uh,
welcome to the stream, but good night.
Bye.
Well, there are more buildings. all tall
Anyway,
ones, and cramped together.
as you were saying, Kevin, sorry.
And I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
You were talking about how you felt old.
They must be
Oh,
'Cause of the age.
because
tall.
Titus is 17 in this
Don't you
game.
ever get dizzy?
Yep.
Now I'm 5 years older than that.
I think my first time feeling old was when I had to check into the retirement home and I couldn't get the walker through the door. I was. Now, when did I first feel old? I guess probably whenever. Well, actually, it was probably times even when I was younger where I felt old. But I think whenever I was in my 5th year of college, and there were like people were introducing themselves like I'm a freshman, like 90% were saying they were freshmen, and there's like, yeah, I'm a sophomore. I was like, I'm a 5th year super senior.
Oren's not here.
Nice to meet you. So I felt, it was strange because I would generally look young, especially if I keep my face clean shaven like I always do. People are like, I thought you were 16. It's like, no, I'm like more than mid 20s.
Why not talk, Kimari?
Yeah, I got my 26th birthday's in like
Say something.
soon.
Kimari forget Yenke? Forget Biran?
Yeah, shit.
You know what that means? It means I won't have health insurance anymore.
Oh no.
Kimari's so
Yep.
small, can't see Yenke.
Gotta apply for
and
health
Biran's
insurance now.
faces.
Yeah, I don't even know how that works.
Yeah, especially now.
Yep. I honestly have no idea how it's going to work now.
Also, friends,
So like, look, we keep changing the law and then good luck.
much at time of Hornmold. Biran taught Kimari to be strong, Ronso. Maybe taught too much.
Take him on.
Do.
The game.
Today, on this glorious day, players from all over
So how come all the Animorphs get in cool action poses?
to participate in this
The animal
great
people.
contest of
'Cause
bravery,
they're awesome.
skill, and
Yeah, but seriously.
Because they're like 2 feet taller than everyone else.
Yeah, but why action poses? Makes them look dumb. Then again, I guess I can't really take a giant lion
all of
person with a
these
unicorn
fine
horn very
teams
seriously.
equally renowned,
Um,
deserve to win the cup
Because I
today.
look at it and it feels like a character that
Such
somebody would
is
have
the
made
nature of
particularly
this
for a cosplay.
contest. Let us, the spectators, play our role accordingly.
I mean, that's
Like,
kind of
if
how I
it's- if
imagine
it's-
Let us sing
what
to the
Tabazi's look
glory
like,
of the
except minus the
winners,
horn.
and applaud equally
Oh, no, it's
the
like mine's like a
valor of the
Khajiit from
defeated.
the Elder Scrolls.
No, but like, that's what I mean. That's what I envision.
May heaven be
Oh,
with
well, you're
you.
envisioning wrong, because I play Tabazi. I'm telling you how I look. Like a Khajiit.
I mean, that's what you look like to me.
No, you don't. You'd see me normally like everyone else does.
This is a cool pre-render cutscene.
You know, it was a set of games that look really good for their time.
What?
Donkey Kong Country.
Yes, very much so.
SNES.
Could have easily been PS1.
Yeah, it could have. It could have been like PS2 in some regard. But I guess it does one up PlayStation 1 and 2 and the fact that it did run at 60 frames.
Mm.
But yeah, does again looked really pretty, and the music's fantastic. Game's really good too.
Yep.
You know what, Donkey Kong Country, really good game series.
It is. I had a remake on GBA.
Oh, okay.
I beat it on a long family vacation.
Yeah, Tyler and I played it. Not that well. I can't say that. It was like a couple years ago. We played. I mean, I played it before that on SNES, but we played it through some SNES link cable thing, which was really cool. I don't remember what it was called. We did that, and we were able to play Donkey Kong Country together.
Nice.
Yuna's been
I don't like the
kidnapped
third
by
one that much though. I don't like
Sykes. In exchange for her
what's the
safer
baby
journey,
Kong
they
guy's
want
name?
the Aurochs to lose.
The one in the diaper.
What?
Baby Kong?
If they're
Yeah,
only
that
like
one.
small
I don't like him.
players, I doubt they'd do
Yeah,
anything
'cause he's a
drastic.
baby.
But
Yeah,
we
it's kinda
shouldn't take
weird.
chances. Let's go get her.
Giant baby running
I'm
around.
going too.
Oh,
This will
Kimara's
be no
wearing kind of
problem.
like an undershirt. I never
They're
noticed
telling the Aurochs to throw the game, as if they needed to.
Lulu
I
isn't.
mean,
No,
what
she's
team can
not.
they be?
She's wearing like
Waka said the same
a
thing.
cloth and then duct
Take
taped
care of the
fur to
game.
it.
that.
We
Corset.
should go get Yuna. The Albed boat is in dock
Uh,
4.
She's wearing a
Let's
Corsair.
go.
She's driving a Corsair and half naked. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe make a video game where everybody dresses really skimpy, like unnecessarily so, just so people will cosplay as the characters.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe that's the trick.
It seems like a lot of animes are doing that.
Like, just make a character where the only part they're not wearing clothes is the breast, so it's like 100% exposed.
Mhm.
Then you're like, yeah, now we wait.
Alright. We're about to do another boss battle in a second. So I guess Scott really did leave.
Yeah, he just joined in, said goodnight, and left. Regardless, you could write it to us in a chat
Right.
that we're all in. This is an area in X2.
It is.
The people here so into the game. Gotta
It's like
lot
the
of
opening.
A lot of the areas are the same. They look exactly the same.
I think that the X2, and like in all honesty, I think it was prettier.
I think they probably reworked the models, but I think they didn't change any of the
Yeah.
background stuff.
Plus, as almost mean as it is to say, it's also because if I had to take a guess, because the game focuses female characters, and I think they really wanted to try and pretty up the characters for that sake
Yeah,
of
probably.
trying to sell it with, you know, female appeal, like the sex engine.
Yeah.
TFG, more like TFP. Oh, got him. Yeah, he got us freaking
Oh,
wrecked.
man.
Got decimated.
Oh shit.
Butthole still sore after that one, and it can usually take quite the pummeling.
Ow.
What's the matter, Kev?
Nothing.
Oh. Don't mind the fact that my chair just clicked at us.
It's just saying hello.
Oh, okay.
Ancient market.
So these things are robots, so they're weak to lightning.
She's in another Final Fantasy game.
Who?
Lightning.
Oh, lightning. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, 420.
So why are you fighting robots?
Because Albed are fighting us. And they use robots.
Next, you'll tell me they made a Final Fantasy game where you drive around in a car.
I mean... but that was the best part of that game.
It wasn't at all.
Because you get to play the old soundtracks.
I played around in the car for a while and I just found like I'm just gonna freaking warp jump everywhere because this sucks.
You know you get a flying car, right?
No, I didn't.
That's like it's like a new game plus thing. You can
I
get.
told you, Kevin, I haven't beaten it yet.
It's not story. It's not a story thing. It's just a stupid thing.
That'd still be a cool thing for me to get to find on my own. But no, I did not. I'm surprised, to be completely honest, that the Xbox version, they didn't try and find a way to be like, you can get a warthog from Halo in it.
That'd be cool.
You know, I said it as a joke, but I guess, especially if they replaced the turret on the back with a camera to take pictures. But, no, so, Scott, as in Scott Dog Gaming, Scott, not Peace, probably said it best in that I think the most annoying thing that I've had with that game is that they kind of designed it to be like a road trip type thing.
Kind of.
But none of the characters ever have anything interesting to say to each other.
Yeah, I didn't really find the story that engaging.
The characters, how they communicate, aren't all that engaging. I mean, again, I'm not that far into the old campaign, but in terms of the...
I like the little interactions. Those are kind of cool.
Sure.
Up here, is that...
anything like that you can get by with pretty easy, but in terms of... I don't know what you're talking about, Tyler. I actually today just got a Forza 8 Halo Warthog for free from Microsoft.
Like an actual car?
So now if I play Forza, I can drive a Warthog. And
I
Halo
would love it if you had
5
to use the actual Halo controls to drive it.
I mean, that's probably how I'd want to drive it. But Halo 5 minus the actual gun combat, which is a real shame that, like, basically Halo 5 minus the actual gameplay element, the part that should be the most important, is actually really good. Their Forge mode is fantastic. The theater mode is the best it's ever been. Forge mode by far is the best it's ever been. The new Machinima mode in theater is awesome.
What's up?
What else? Forza is one of their best-selling games, so I don't think it really proves your point. What else is there? Oh yeah, just like some of the custom games that people can make. How you can like fuse vehicles into things and make everything like in the game a vehicle. It's just really cool. People make like custom weapons and stuff in it that way too. So it's like everything about the game is awesome and like improved beyond how it's ever been.
Like
Made
Halo,
the gun combat
it's like
caught
Halo
a doodle.
Minecraft.
I guess.
I don't know. I haven't played Halo since Reach. I do, however, have Halo 4 though.
4, in my very humble opinion, my extremely humble, if you will, opinion, worst one.
I wouldn't know.
The gameplay mechanics, not like as in shooting mechanics, bad as 5, but other than that, I don't like it.
And you're cutting out again a little bit, Jordan.
The Aurochs are keeping the score tied with
Exclusive wise, there's really no reason to have an Xbox. Sure there is. There's a lot, include like, oh, I don't know, price of an Xbox significantly. Actually, am I disconnecting again?
A little bit.
Say price of an Xbox, much less than a PC that you're gonna end up having to keep getting new parts for and replacing every 2 years. So you won't be able to even play the games you want to play that you could have played on Xbox. If a lot of your friends have an Xbox, you're better off playing the Xbox. And if you buy an Xbox, you know the games that you're buying for it are going to work on that console as opposed to a PC. So yeah, I'd say Xbox definitely still has reasons to be purchased. 4 had the best gameplay, don't agree. Reach had the best campaign, don't agree. 2 and 3, in my opinion, had the best campaign.
Let's go.
3 probably overall had the best gameplay mechanics, but there were some things I did prefer in 2. Combat Evolved had a really fun campaign, but not enough that brought me in. I also think ODST had a really, really good campaign. And I think again, like I said earlier, with some of the things like Star Wars, Rogue One, and all that, it was something different.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're putting exclusives wise in quotes. If your PC can't handle the exclusives that you could play on Xbox, that's a reason exclusives wise to get an Xbox. Because that's the only other place you're going to be able to play it unless you're buying a $1,000 PC.
We're riding a bus, by the way.
Yeah. So let's hear the strats.
I mean, it's really easy. You just gotta. I mean, if you have haste with Titus, go ahead and cast haste. But otherwise, Lulu's gonna be doing the most of. Wow, Lulu's gonna be doing most of the work here. So basically, you're gonna be charging up this crane, so you can deal massive damage on the boss. And that's pretty much it. It's gonna take like pretty much all of its HP once you get it charged up.
How long does it take to charge?
I think it's 3 lightning hits. And I've already got 2 hits on it.
And this is the thing they explain to you, right? Or do you just figure it out?
Kind of figure it out.
Okay.
Because they're like, hey, there's this crane here. It's not working. We might need something to power it up. I guess I should have like done the trigger command for it.
Maybe it's got coal inside. Let's try fire.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so it's gonna take like basic. I think it's like 80% of its health.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that does a significant amount of damage. Plus I have haste cast, so I can take in a lot of turns. But it doesn't matter, I beat it.
So it's pretty much just a pushover.
Yeah, it's not meant to be a hard boss.
So far, it seems like the hardest boss was still the first one.
Yeah. No, I think the first like actual hard boss is Sin Spawn Q or whatever it's called. But that's like probably like 2 or 3 hours from now.
I remember there was this one I hated in X2 that looked suspiciously like Relinquish from Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't remember what it was called, but I hated that stupid
I
thing.
hope you hurt them. Hello.
In Final Fantasy?
Yeah, in Final Fantasy X2.
Relinquished.
Yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember like what enemy
What is
that.
it?
There were these all bed that
Do you
saved
remember
my
where
life
it was
when I first
in,
came
like
to
in a
Spirit?
desert?
Also, the One X is
They took me
$500,
on
which is
their
about
ship.
100 less than a
They even gave
comparable
me
computer.
food.
You don't have to get the One X. Get the
I was
original
kinda
Xbox One.
hoping
Job
that
done.
this
It can
was the
play any of
same
the games the
ship.
One X can.
But it's not. I wonder if they're all gone.
What happened?
Why is that dude sucking himself off?
Sin came up
'Cause he's
near
dead.
us.
I don't know how
I
big the
made it out
delay is,
okay,
but that's what I just saw on the
don't know
screen.
what happened to
No,
the
I know,
others.
I know what you're talking about.
Was there anyone called Sid on that ship?
I don't know. They were all
And I wouldn't
speaking
call it a
in
comparable
Al-Bed
computer.
language.
Like if they ever put,
I see.
not even probably
So
like
who's
Gears, I
Sid?
don't think a $500 or $600 computer is going
He's
to play
my
very
uncle,
well.
but I've never actually met him.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
At this point, people are just like, "Oh, you got to buy the
so
$800
that means
graphics
you're
card to
Al-Bed
play it,
too,
and
Yuna?
On
get a
my mother's
$900
side,
friggin'
yes.
everything. Get a fan that you can
Sid
pour
is
water
my
on, or
mother's
whatever Kirk
brother.
does."
He became distant after my mother married.
Final Fantasy X2
But
bosses.
she told me to seek him out if I ever needed help.
You're worried he was...
I feel like he's kind of a Gearish type guy, but I can't
Don't
remember.
tell Waka about Yuna's lineage. The thing about Waka, he never had much love for the Al-Bed.
Whoa! I gotta tell Waka.
I thought I told you not to tell Waka. The game! Oh.
She never uses the spell again. It's the only time she ever uses that spell.
an all-out offensive. A long pass from Lenny. Oh. Oh. He shoots. Goal! Unbelievable. The Aurochs win the match 3-2.
Did you find it?
Nope, I'm still looking.
We won!
I can't even remember what
We
chapter
did
it was.
We're in the finals.
You remember it being late game, early game?
Graceful.
No, I just remember it sucking.
If it was Chapu, he'd still be standing.
Literally?
Hey, aren't you being
Yeah.
just a little unfair?
Excuse me?
I know I could never take Chapu's place. You're the one who told Waka that, right, Lulu? And I don't think Waka would ever try to take Chapu's...
You don't want him to finish that sentence.
Quit lighting your incense.
I'm just playing with the lighter.
You can't. Every time you start that lighter, you're encouraging children to vape. And you know what they say about vaping? It's not as cool as cigarettes.
Yep. My current rig would be about 450, 500. It's
Sure
bought
you are
new
right,
right
Captain.
now, and it can run shit at a higher quality than the base 1X. That's without any overclocking or anything
We're
fancy.
playing the Gores too.
Okay, but that doesn't mean it could play any game from a 1X. That's your issue. Sure, you can take certain games and bring that crap up to top.
Miss me?
Like, oh, I can play this game on ultra high setting. Sure, I can do that too on my PC. But then there's certain games I just can't play. Like, for example, my freaking computer hates Unreal Engine. Unreal 4, it
All
just
this
will not
because
play.
of me. I'm sorry. I'm
I thought you were about
sorry.
to say Minecraft.
It freaking hate now. It's fine on Minecraft.
Freaking hates Minecraft.
Although I'm saying that, Minecraft is
Kidnap.
pretty taxing for whatever reason. I guess because it's Java.
It can
Let
be.
it go, right?
Yeah.
Don't go near Albert anymore, okay?
Also, I'd much rather play Xbox. What am I talking about? Console gaming is so much more fun to me. If it wasn't for, like, this stuff, I probably wouldn't really PC game at all, except for, like, the occasional PC exclusive I like. Like, some are better. Like, I'd rather play Sims on a PC. I'd rather play Minecraft on a PC. But beyond that, yeah, for the most part, I'm going Xbox.
I mean, I could go either way. Most cases, I can play games. I can play most games I want on PC. It'd be the new games. I'd probably end up buying a console just to get be able to play some of the new games. There's a thing in here. I believe. Oh no,
And a
that's
thing
that's
called
later.
love?
That's later. That's later. It's one of the things for Waka's ultimate weapon, but I think that's later. You're gonna come back later. Alright, so now we get to play Blitzball.
The game starts soon. No time for warm-ups. Ready?
Let me at him.
All right.
Yeah, Minecraft takes a crap ton. It's weird. It was broken by a single man. You think after, like, the acquisitions and stuff, or even after, he left after he made a team, he'd be like, maybe we could make this run smoother.
Right.
Or once they made 700 different
Promise myself
versions
this
of
will
it
be my last tournament.
that all intertwine.
Win or lose.
Although the new one maybe does run better,
Winning
the
Blitzball.
2017 or Windows 10 version or whatever it is that's on everything now.
Since we're here, we might as well win.
Mind a bench.
I'm warming the bench. He's taking my place. All right, boys, let's win this one. Let's make the goers goners.
Let's blitz.
I saw you floating there on the sphere.
Hey, you weren't supposed to see that. Oh.
You really gave it your all, didn't you?
All right, boys, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, the console versions of Minecraft were great, but I'd still rather play PC. And that's why I'm saying I think the Windows 10 remaster that's on everything, including the PC, I think they reworked so it runs not garbage.
I think
I'm not
I think
100%.
the reason why it runs so well on consoles is because I think they
Like Tyler said, they
they
reworked
optimized
it.
it. Yeah, they optimized it for each console to work on the chipsets. Because every PS4 and every Xbox One is gonna be rocking the same stuff basically.
A championship game between these two teams.
Yeah, that's the thing I like about Xbox and PlayStation is that they're like, you know what you've got.
It's a uniform
The horrendously
standard.
ill-fated
Yep.
Besaid Aurochs.
This looks like history in the making,
Oh
Bubba.
boy, my favorite character. One of the upcoming pre-renders is so cool.
It's a hardcore sex scene.
No, I wish.
Then we wouldn't be streaming it. We'd be sending it to me no.
Sending it to Kirk.
Then we wouldn't see him even more than we don't see him.
No. I mean, Kirk is already confused about my sexuality and everyone in TFG's sexuality.
Yeah, he's already offended by your sexuality. It is weird how much like his dad he becomes whenever that whole thing comes around.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, for as long as Tyler was able to string Kirk around his finger with the sexuality thing, that was pretty funny. About him trying to find out what Tyler is.
Right?
The goers are taunting the Aurochs.
That's why I always thought if we met in person, I wish Kirk would have asked him, "What are you?" And then Tyler would have went, "I'm the Todd," and walked past him. Checked out a chick, then checked out a dude. I like that. I like that too.
Okay, so this is some bullshit. I hate... This first game sucks. Because your stats are such garbage that you'll never be able to get past these first level like defense. Like, actually, I should be able to get through here. One block, okay. So I can pass it. Basically, the main strategy here, because this whole game sucks, is that you want to pass it to Titus as often as you can, because Titus has a special shot that basically will allow him to make a score every time, essentially. But it's really annoying because everyone's fucking stats are so much higher.
Yeah, they are.
Everyone's so much stats are higher than ours.
Yeah, Tyler, I think he does. You told him, like... You kind of said it at the end, and then he's like, okay... Oop, I hit the mic, sorry about that. He said it at the end, and then finally he was like, okay, good. And then you ended it with, or am I? And he freaked out again. But I think he knows. Who knows? Maybe even Kevin doesn't know.
I mean, I don't really care.
Right, wink. Everybody cares. Why else would Kirk freak out?
Oh my god, he actually got it. Oh, that is not gonna make it to him. Oh, this sucks. Fuck. Okay.
Is that part of the strategy?
Yeah. Yeah, damn it, didn't make it to him. This just sucks, cause like fucking the Besaid Aurochs like stats are such garbage. Like they did not scale this first game very well.
I think they did. After all, you're supposed to be the worst team in the league, and you have to beat like the 2 best to become the champion.
Yeah, but I think
I
this
think
is the
they made
reason
it
why.
ultra realistic.
But I think this is the reason why everyone hates Blitzball. Because I mean, it's not a bad game by any means. It's just that the starting stats are such garbage. It's really hard to win.
Okay, but do I think you remembered enough? Maybe. I don't know. With Kirk, it's hard to tell. I've realized that for whatever reasons, things that seem like things that Kirk forgets everything, especially important things. But then there's weird, tiny, minute details that he just kind of pulls out of nowhere that he remembers.
Yep.
Like there was something the other day he brought up that I can't remember what it was. It was like so just minute from 2011. From like an old live stream, and I had no idea how, first off, Kirk of all people remembered, but
Yeah.
just where it came from.
What was the reference?
I'm trying to remember. So actually, yeah, because it's something that was so important to him, he probably doesn't.
Honestly, all I can ask for at this point is that they don't score on me right now. But I have a feeling that they might be able to.
But yeah, Kirk was also mad at Kevin because Kevin couldn't decide his own sexuality. He just yelled at him, just pick one.
He was getting real mad.
Like, I think I see what he was trying to say. Because I think in his mind, it wasn't that you couldn't, like, you were having an issue deciding as much as he thought you didn't want to be you, and he was telling you just do it and don't worry what other people think. But the way he was trying to portray that just made it sound like he's like, it's easy, just be this. Whenever I think he honestly was trying to be sympathetic to an issue that wasn't the actual issue at hand.
Oh, and the other bullshit thing about this first game is you only get Titus for half of the last half.
I mean, you told me you did, Tyler, but I don't know if you've changed since then. Speaking of which, how's the dating scene been, Tyler? Have any, either just luck on the outside world or with the dating apps? Any dates? Any flings? Any one-time meetups?
All right, hustle.
Now we put Ha in all caps. I guess that means it's been pretty good, pretty successful. So is the rule for the people is that they have to have 2 letters, like 2 of the same letter in their name?
Probably, I don't know.
except for like Abbas or whatever it was. Oh, and Vixen and Mark. All the dumb ones. All the people you had on the team though were all doubled up, except for that Dunn character at the bottom. Yeah, banging all the sweet babes. He's got it. The best part will be is like you just find out he's got like 12 women at his house right now. Like he's
Right.
just being 100% honest. Oop. During that fighting part, there were a bunch of dropped frames. I think we're good now.
Oh shit.
Have you not been paying attention?
No, I try and concentrate on this.
Ah, okay. Why did they name all of the people in this game?
I don't know.
And also, do all of your players have different stats, or is there no point in changing out players?
They have different stats
Why?
because that's how they make a sport in an RPG game.
Why? This game isn't really relevant, is it?
Yeah, no, not really.
I mean, I know it's like the big part of it because he's a, you know, he's a player of the game.
Yeah.
It's like his event is playing this, but and of course it became a meme. But I don't really know any other relevance to Blitzball.
Not much, really.
And
Oh, I might be okay. I might be able to do this.
this is the best Madden I've ever seen.
Oh, jeez, this is gonna cut it close.
So what are the weird floating lights in the water?
Not sure actually. Oh my god, this is gonna cut it close.
Have you invested in cryptocurrencies, Tyler?
Damn it, so fucking annoying.
Fans are getting impatient.
What, cryptocurrency?
They're calling for some action.
No, they did the switch out. This might just end up being a tie.
I told my brother-in-law why he was gonna have to drop out of the cryptocurrency thing because the second I knew like South Korea was gonna get rid of it, I was like, yeah, it's gonna drop.
Everyone seems to be
Apparently, North
calling
and South
for
Korea are gonna
Waka,
form up
folks.
to make a new women's hockey team.
Wow.
Yeah, and apparently they're
I know they were trying to bond over the Olympics, but that's pretty impressive.
no, they're gonna gonna introduce as a united under a united flag apparently.
That's terrifying.
That's crazy to me. That's like the
That's-
first.
That's ridiculous. If
He's
that's
leaving the
what I hope
steer
ends up
pool.
happening. I want the entire globe to be saved by the Olympics.
Right? Like wasn't that the point of the Olympics?
Yeah. Bring unity between all the Greek cities.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I did kind of feel left out. But it really was the Oryx and Waka show after all.
I wonder what's happening. The crowd is going wild. Ah, it's Waka. He's back on the field and ready to go. The Aurochs seem glad to
North
have
Korea
him
can
back.
only join the esports if they're not as good as South Korea. Which, thanks to the league, like I said, it proved that it's not an Asian thing. It really is just a Korean thing. because Shanghai China's like, yeah, we'll join. Effing demolished.
Yeah.
Everybody just decimates them.
Even
Of
San
all of
Francisco won. Against them.
Yeah.
I mean, even Boston Uprising could beat them.
Of all of not the games they've played, but just rounds, they are currently 1-11. But yeah, that was why Jeff from the Achievement Hunter, Jeff from the Overwatch team, did the thing of people keep saying we need to nerf South Korea, but in reality, I think what we need to do is buff the rest of the world. Yeah, but there are people that would post and they'd just be like, freaking Asians, man. Anytime, like, there was an esport event.
Yep.
Like, how with all the weird stereotypes that are like, yeah, so I'm just like, that does that seem to be the one that really sticks out? Like, even Kevin's very first match, he did pretty alright. Which is weird, because every other first-person shooter, he's garbage.
I couldn't see anything.
You can't move and fire simultaneously in Halo. Or aim diagonally. You can't hit anybody even in Gmod. And then you play, like, characters like Tracer and, like, Pharah in Overwatch.
Eh. God damn it.
And you can't play Final Fantasy to save your life.
That's such garbage. God.
Well, I can tell you're playing in the ocean because you are definitely drenched in salt right now, my friend.
I can't do anything. I don't have enough time.
I love that the goalkeeper's name is Keepa.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Fun fact, he's the worst goalkeeper by the end of the game.
He gets really close and then shoots.
Also, fun fact, he also becomes one of the best scorers in the game.
Oh. I would give that to a throw up, but alright. Also, for now, I'm going to call a bus, because that sounds better. It's just a bus.
Abbas.
Mm-hmm. And Costello.
Well, that's stupid.
A bus Dumbledore.
The Aurochs may have lost the game, but what a way to go!
Is that your trick, Kevin? Do you get really close and then shoot?
That's my trick, Jordan.
Is that how you play Pharah?
Yeah.
You just freaking kamikaze.
Yeah.
You land by him and just blast the ground. Both of you at them.
There's no reason for it either.
Pharah's annoying to play. Pharah's annoying to play against. A lot of characters, generally, if there's like somebody that's playing them that's good, it always sucks. But Pharah's always that one that sticks out where there seems to be a lot that are good.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, Widows. There seems to be a lot more Widows lately.
Yeah, I can concede to that.
Don't talk into a cup. Don't talk into a cup. You're not Bane.
We're not born into the darkness. You a million. I've never watched that movie, so I don't know the line. Oh no!
Trying to use that 23andMe thing to find out if he's not actually playing for Shanghai. I think that every player there should have to do a drug test to see if they're Korean. Like, rather than see if they're using drugs to help their gaming experience, just do like a DNA test and be like, there's 0.38% of Korean blood in your system. Where?
Unfortunately, you're not eligible.
Yeah. A lot of them seem like they do. Well, you wrote weed, but they probably do weed. All the sick memes they're always dropping. I'm sure 420 is in there. Like, God, what's the team that always dabs? Is that the Gladiators?
Is that Mayhem?
No, I think it's the Gladiators, because they're the ones that are Twitch purple, and they do all the Twitch memes.
That's right.
Florida's the ones that walk out doing the freaking Winston walk. That drives Jesse crazy and makes him hate the one guy in it. Because he thinks he's arrogant, regardless the fact they're like the second worst team in the league.
Yeah. His team's not much better.
Yeah. Although they have won every game. But that's because they're cheaters that are owned by the New England Patriots.
Yep.
Yep, Florida cap up at 0-3. They're right there by their buddies, Shanghai and the Dallas Fuel. 14 more hours till the next game.
Nice.
I remember I was going to check. I was going to check how the Philadelphia versus Gladiator... Yeah, it went just like I thought. 2-3, they played all the way through, got the tie, and then Gladiators took it. Probably memed the whole way.
Probably.
Is anyone else planning on making new kids for Season 2? None of the TFG people are, but a lot of the, like, I guess probably AOA people are going to be popping in with some extra characters and just kind of subbing in and out as needed. And also Peacemaker.
What's happening?
Yeah, for the most part, everybody else is happy with their characters.
I mean, Scott.
What about him?
Seems like he's adding new things to his character every day.
You mean 3 pages worth? Yeah, probably.
Watch, he's not even gonna talk that much in the game.
Good. Unless he gets a new mic.
Yep.
And we have him record on his own track. This time using effing Audacity, that bullcrap site like you reminded me last time that he used. Freaking wasn't allowed to save unless he paid for it.
Oh my god. Why didn't you use Audacity?
Because he's an idiot. It's me hoping he's here. Pretty sure you're actually gonna have too much fun playing this new. Yeah. Okay. I mean, if I take a wild guess based on the small amount of information I have, I'm gonna go ahead and say Elf Ranger. Because actually, I could see Tyler have a blast playing that. But yeah. No, I don't know. Well, you said the Raven Queen, so I'd be like Drow, but maybe not. I don't know. That was a genius thought I had. Yeah, I figured. I said genius, genuine. I was I was reading that and I switched over and saw that they were showing live soon Seoul Dynasty versus Boston Uprising, and I just added the S from Seoul. Genius thought, genuine. That's genuine parts. So yeah, usually I'm, against Seoul, but I really hope they stomp Boston into the ground. Kevin, then the next game is Shanghai Dragons versus Florida Mayhem. The two worst teams in the league.
Have they gone against Fuel?
Hey, give me a break.
Who?
Shanghai? Oh no, they couldn't have. They've lost every game.
Correct. And Fuel, in terms of overall points, has been doing better than both of them.
Mm-hmm. I'm just glad my team's not the worst.
On a campaign I was going to do that fell through. What, Kev?
I'm just glad my team's not doing the worst.
Oh, the San Francisco Shock?
Yep. To everyone's shock.
The team, I still think you picked them out of a meme and not out of actually liking them.
From a meme?
Because you started out like being like, well, this team's terrible, and then the next day they're your favorite.
Well, I mean, they're my home team.
Oh. Unfortunately, there's not a Korean exclusive Indiana team out there.
I actually do like that their team is not all Korean, so...
Houston Outlaws doesn't have any Koreans.
Eh. Well, it can't all be perfect, Jordan.
Well, the Houston Outlaws can. Because they got a cool color scheme, and they got Jake from the American team.
They
from
got
the
Jake
global.
from State Farm.
From State, yep.
Or Jake from Subway. Or was that Jared?
Nope, that's Jared.
He went to
You don't,
Jared's.
want, you don't want to have that guy.
He went to Jared's.
Yep. Then you got the Los Angeles Gladiators with their memeing and their Twitch purple and their Barney the Dinosaur Reinhardt. Pretty sweet. New York Excelsior, which is one of the worst teams. Their emblem is stupid. Their team is exclusively Korean. None of which live in New York. All of them live in South Korea. New York, not really excited about it anyway. They're named boring Excelsior. Freaking go and Stan Lee with it.
You're really leaving, Captain?
Boston Uprising, like I said, they're owned by the Kraft family that owns the New England Patriots. It's enough reason for me to dislike them.
I can't be lying
Yeah.
around something dead.
They're also Jesse's favorite team. Another reason for me to dislike them.
Come on, look sharp.
Which is why I was hoping he'd dislike the Houston Outlaws so we could have a cool rivalry, but that's his second favorite team. So ruin that fun game for me. Man, I cut back to it and I see Tyler say, look at this look at this dude being all horny summoning his mom.
You be good.
What?
He said, look at this dude being all horny summoning his mom. Anyway, welcome back, Matt.
Yeah. What's up, Matt? How'd your date go?
He still has 30 minutes till he has to leave.
Sure?
Wait, you have to catch a bus, don't you?
Anyway. Sorry for making you wait, Yuna.
I really feel like Matt's going on a
I have
date.
some promises to keep, yeah?
Probably.
From now
Well, he'll
on,
never
I'm your
tell us.
full-time guardian.
Ever since he told us about his last
Then
significant
welcome
other, he
back,
doesn't tell us about any of his
Sir Walker.
any love life. I don't know if he's still with that person
Good to
or
have you with us.
if he's found a new person or if he's available for
back,
Tyler or
huh?
you or whomever else, according to Kirk. To Dalton or Dean.
So,
Just so I know,
news
just
on
so I
what
know that
happened?
you know. You
Not
know I'm
really.
not. You know I'm not gay,
We
right?
don't know where the fiends came from. Maester Micah is safe and sound.
Yes.
Thanks to Maester Seymour. That's about it. Maester Seymour's air. It was so powerful.
I'm pansexual. No, I'm not.
You said a mansexual. I was like, what the crap is that?
I'm lumbersexual.
Hey,
You're
you,
what?
Don't just stand there.
I'm lumbersexual.
Oh, this is your fault.
Like the chick Lumber we used to hang out with? You
No,
don't like her?
no.
Not being able to go back to Xanarkand,
Like I have
Well,
a.
everything.
he was like that at one time too, don't worry.
I'm
I'm
telling you,
physically,
Ready to tell him about-
physically attracted to lumberjacks.
Yeah, that was her name, Lumberjack.
Yep.
You know, Matt kind of looks like a lumberjack when he's in his flannel. Oh, Mora!
Mora.
Josh Mora was a lumberjack.
That's right.
Who
And he had to stop because he was allergic to wood.
You knew my old man, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you also knew Yuna's father?
No, I'm 100%.
Hey man, there's no way. That's just impossible.
Nothing impossible about it.
You're 100% what?
Raska.
Did I cut out?
Yeah.
Together we
I'm
defeated
100%.
Sin 10 years ago.
Okay, Kevin.
Then I went to Xanarkand,
I got you the first time though, didn't
where
I?
I watched over you.
Well, because you didn't talk, so I was like, I guess, but I thought you meant before that.
No, I'm 100% straight.
Why did
Are
it
you?
have to be me?
Then why did you have that, like, breakdown the other day where you started freaking out not knowing?
Because I thought it'd be funny. It's kind of
Then you talked about for the next 2 weeks how, like,
It depends on what you mean.
kind of wanted to see how long I could
you wouldn't
drag.
be surprised if you turned out to be gay.
Is
Kind of wanted to. I mean, possibility's still there, but as far as I know, I'm
then-
straight.
I felt something object there in that shell. Couldn't you?
Choose one.
Came in contact with Sin.
No, but that was the thing, is that no one else, oh, except for Kirk, cared.
No.
And you still kept going with it.
Yeah, because Kirk started caring about it. I didn't talk about it until Kirk brought
It
it up.
is. Sin is Jekt.
So then what, explain your feelings for Chris Pratt.
It's a good-looking dude.
No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
no way.
but-
I don't believe you.
You said you'd let him do you from behind.
Yeah, if
But
I
it
were
is the
gay,
truth.
but I'm not.
You'll see for yourself.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. If I were
I'd let
gay,
him- I'd let him do me. Only if I was gay, though.
Yeah, exactly. And if he were gay, it's a very specific set of circumstances.
Every story must have an ending.
I
Okay.
don't care about
I'm glad
your
at least in that
stories.
regard it's consensual.
I see. Sorry
Kirk will
you
never
feel
see this
that way.
video.
No, Kirk
He
doesn't
will
watch.
never know.
Kirk doesn't watch
Fine,
TFG videos.
Come or don't
Is
come,
Max
your
Goof
decision.
lumbersexual?
Is he?
Ah! What am I supposed to say?
I don't know. He really
You tell me
hated
it's
going
my decision.
camping.
But I don't have a choice, do I?
Do you
You're the only one who
need
can
a
tell me
change
what's
from
going on
modern
anyways.
living?
I have to go with
Man,
you.
he's so
I have
good.
to.
This is supposed to be like
What
an
I
emotional scene
need-
right now, but now we're recording Goofy movie.
Irritating. I know.
Remember when Bigfoot humped their car?
Oh man, that was the best.
Or are you afraid?
Do you remember when he deactivated that laser with his dick? Oh wait, wrong movie.
But that also had Bigfoot.
It's all right.
So Kevin, is this your way of like hiding your sexuality from the stream? You don't
No.
want it to be in the public?
No.
Because if so, I'll quit telling everybody about your
Well, I have to go
sexuality.
home. Back to
I mean,
Xanarkand.
you can think whatever you want. I don't care.
That's up to Jekt.
Okay. Because I'm just asking for a friend that's not Kirk.
I'm going to
If
offer
you
my
if Kirk
services to
asks,
you.
tell
Come.
him I'm still thinking about it.
Yep. Okay.
There you go. Can't remember. Is there a treasure chest over here? I believe there was. I could be wrong though.
Oh God, Kirk stick.
Yeah, boy.
Little Maxie. What?
No, I found secret treasure chests.
Oh, but yeah, freaking Kirk's stick.
Yep.
Gotta make sure I enunciate that.
Kirk's stick.
Yeah. Freaking Kirk's dick. You know what kids like? Kids like Kirk's stick.
Please don't say that ever again.
What, did they like his stick?
Yeah.
I thought you said you remembered the story.
What story?
From when Kirk worked at summer camp.
Oh, that's right.
They all ran around talking about how they liked Kirk's
Yeah,
big
that's right,
stick.
That's right. And also about Hero Brian.
Yeah, then after you killed him, you could get a diamond.
Just a diamond.
And then what was the other stupid thing? Snake's big key. Wow, that's an old reference.
Wow, that is a really old reference.
Snake's big. Freaking Matt. God, what was the other thing? the Harlem Shake. That was it. Kirk didn't know what it was, and he thought all the kids had seizures. they're all dancing to a song, and then immediately they all collapse and start
He's gonna
shaking
stay
on the
here.
floor.
Oh my
Sir
god.
Orin knows him apparently.
And thinking of how Kirk overreacts to everything, where you know he like freaks out. I can totally imagine him like
think
running
he'll find a
around,
way
like,
to
oh no.
deserve him?
In any case, I'll miss having him around.
I think
He's
after
still in
this,
town,
after
isn't
the laughing
I think
cutscene,
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
see
call it a
him.
night.
Whoa.
Okay.
Sir Orin!
Whenever you're ready, buddy.
Let the dragon consume you.
Let the dragon consume you.
Let the dragon consume you.
Let the dragon.
Sir,
Hanzo has a cool voice. I like Hanzo's voice.
Doctor
Genji's not as much.
You're serious?
You refused.
I need healing.
no.
I need
We
hitting.
accept.
But
right,
Genji's got a much thicker accent and not as cool of a
problem at all.
deep voice like Hanzo's.
Why?
He's got that good bass in his voice.
He's got to sound cybernetic.
No, I'm talking about Hanzo.
I know.
You promised?
Yeah, but Genji can sound cybernetic and still have cool bass in his voice. In fact, they could just replace it with like a radio, like
Thank you, Sir Orin.
like-
You're welcome to join us.
He just has a broken sound chip.
And he comes too.
Hi, guys. Howdy.
This one I promised Jecht.
Is Sir Jecht alive?
Can't say. Haven't seen him in 10 years.
I see.
You'll meet eventually.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
I am not deterred. We know you're not a turd, Hanzo. I am not deterred.
Where are we headed?
Hey, come with me.
And then the other one that GP always points out, the
Well,
with death, that was it. With death comes Anna, and then he calls him a pervert because death comes when when Anna comes. That was it. Anna comes to death,
Hey, watch.
which makes sense, I guess, because Reaper always yells "Death comes," and he's death.
Hey, you got pretty good.
It's Jolly,
hi Jolly.
You sound sad.
the Jolly Frog.
Yeah, maybe.
Want to scream?
We're about to end the stream.
I
Are we
really don't think that's gonna help this
Yeah.
time.
getting tired, Kev?
You know what?
It's more that I gotta poop and I wanna.
It's embarrassing to say this myself,
No.
You want what?
but summoners and
No,
their
but
guardians
uh,
are kind
You
of like
nope.
spirits
Rewind.
of
You want a what?
nothing.
A lot of people in spirit
Okay.
depend on us.
But no, for real, I'm getting like tired.
I learned
Are we about? Did we miss the laugh already?
practice
No,
smiling
we're. That's the
when I'm
scene.
feeling sad.
Because I recognize the cutscene.
This is the scene, yeah.
Tell me when it's coming up, so I'm gonna be quiet.
I know it's hard.
Cause it's
Yeah, it's gonna come up soon here.
okay. I'll be quiet.
I understand. I think.
Right. Now let's see what you can do.
Huh?
Come on.
This is weird.
Next, try laughing out loud.
What?
Come on, show me. You probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
Still makes me laugh every time.
Too funny.
It was your idea.
Thank you.
It's a pretty good laugh.
I want my journey.
And Jolly, we're not ending the stream
be
because
full of
you,
laughter.
because of you. It's more because of me.
Oh, I know how this thing works. Yeah, it's not because of you. It's
If
because of me.
We should get separated. Just whistle.
Plus, to be honest, it's what,
I'll
1:30
come
in the
running.
morning,
I promise.
and it's like what, something morning and like, afternoon for you.
Well, let's go. What are you looking at?
We were just worried you guys might have gone crazy.
Sorry. Well then, all right.
And I also
Now,
need to poop. Yes.
We will go to the temple at Jose. And Guardians.
And you also want to do
don't
another
forget
thing, but
to
you won't say what
smile.
it is.
Jerk off. What?
And it's all because of Titus's laugh.
Yep. All because of it. You guys have 935 hours ahead of us.
They're really far in the future.
This place is great music too.
Does it? Does it go do 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 do?
Kind of actually.
Oh,
Just listen to the stream really quick.
okay. Right now I hear you talking about them being 935 hours ahead of us. You know. I remember this area next to as well.
Yep. I think it's.
I
think it's
hated
the
this
same.
area.
Yeah. It's. This is the first major grinding area.
Yeah, this area sucks.
Yep. Anyways, it's gonna be the end of the stream.
The it.
Yep. I'm gonna go poop. And
That's not how we conclude.
And then jack off.
There we go. That's how we conclude.
So good night, everyone. Or good morning or like 935 hours in the future, Jolly. Yeah.
And I'm Jordan or JK390.
Everybody, have a good night, day,
And
morning.
until next time, everyone.
And
later.
I love you. Oh wait, I have
Bye-bye.
to end the stream.
You gotta do it like Kirk says, though. Do the thing.
I hate those people.